All right, well, cold and flu season definitely here. You probably have seen your kids with the sniffles. So what can you do to keep yourself and your family healthy? Dr. Richard Collins from South Denver Cardiology Associates is here to explain this morning. Good morning, Dr. Collins.
Good morning. Actually, I'm just getting over this stuff as well as everybody else is out there.
It's affecting a lot of people. So do you feed a cold, starve a fever? What is it we do?
We're going to answer that question. The key is you hydrate a fever and you herb a cold.
Okay.
You know, we spend billions on all of these medicines. Do they really work? No. They're there just to relieve symptoms, basically.
Okay, and some people may want to treat their symptoms.
Sure, perfectly fine, but you have to be careful. A lot of them interact with your own medicines. You need to read labels, and if you have children, be sure to contact your pediatrician.
Okay.
But I'm going to show you a little hot toddy, okay? Now, hot toddy is usually made with lemon, okay, honey, and whiskey.
Okay.
But I'm going to make today a hot teddy.
Okay, so what do we put in this?
Well, what we've done is we've taken out the alcohol and we're going to use tea. So that's where the tea comes from. So I have lemons, and what we're going to do is boil up lemons, 2 lemon juices, some ginger. Now, ginger has been shown to be anti-inflammatory. It actually has been shown in little dishes that they grow these viruses. It inhibits the growth of rhinoviruses. That's the little guy that causes all of this. Then we're going to add some honey. So we boil this up with a cup of water and we make this wonderful syrup, okay? Now, I have a tea here, and this is echinacea tea. This has been shown to have antiviral properties. So what we're going to do now is just pour our tea in there, and then you're going to take about 2 tablespoons of this, 2 to 3. This is the honey, the ginger, and the lemons. Oh, wow.
It sounds good.
Do you want to just have a little sip?
Sure.
It's so good.
Nice and hot.
It coats the throat. Doesn't that feel calming?
It's refreshing as well. Yeah.
Yes, very good.
The lemon, yeah, I love it. Okay, and this will help us.
This will help, definitely. At least relieve symptoms.
Great.
How about chicken noodle soup?
Okay, so I have heard there is actual scientific research that this helps you. Is this true?
Exactly right. What they did is they took the chicken noodle soup and exposed it to white corpuscles to see what they would do. And actually what they did is they improved their function, so it lessens the inflammation but still fights the flu and the cold. So Mom was right.
All those years, okay.
Right. But here's what you have to do. If you buy chicken noodle soup or if you use just chicken broth, the immunity is not there. It comes from the bones, the marrow.
Oh, okay. So what do we need to do to actually feel the effect?
So here's what you need to do. Buy roasted chicken.
Okay.
Separate the meat and the bones. Okay. Put the bones in a little bit of cheesecloth and bring it up here with all of your spices. I have oregano, sage, rosemary, and thyme. And we're going to just tie that up. And you're going to put a little twine around that. If you can kind of quickly just put that around there.
Okay, and then what are we going to do with it once we get it all tied up?
Okay, so over here I have a broth with some chicken stock and some celery and carrots and onions. I brought it to a boil. What you're going to do is submerge this down, add additional more water to really cover this. Put it on the stove for about 30 minutes. Bring it to a boil. Take that out, add your chicken, add the noodles. Give it another 10 minutes, you're ready to go. And this is what you come up with.
Final product.
Wonderful.
Well, you always make these beautiful dishes, but it is interesting to me to know the bones and the bone marrow, that's where the benefit comes from.
And so what you need to do with this, remember I added fat back here. That's where the properties are, so don't be afraid of it. It helps to also coat the throat.
Okay, well, it sounds like you should go home and have some chicken noodle soup.
I should have some myself.
All right, thanks so much for all of your advice, Dr. Collins. Back to you, Chris.
All right, thank you much.